Alright, so these are the notes for models and applications. So this is the steps you would take. It says, strategy for solving word problems. Step 1 is read the problem carefully several times until you can state in your own words what is given and what the problem is looking for. Let x or any variable represent one of the unknown quantities in the problem. Step 2, if necessary, write the expressions for any other unknown quantities in the problem in terms of x. Step 3, write an equation in x that models the verbal conditions of the problem. Solve the equation, answer the problem's questions. Check the solution in the original wording of the problem, not in the, not in your one that you already solved. Alright, so number 2 says, use a 5-step strategy for solving word problems to find the numbers described in exercise 1 through 10. Alright, the first one we're doing is number 2 here. It says, when 2 times the number is decreased by 3, the result is 11. So above each one we're going to write what it is. So the 2 is actually number 2. Times means to multiply. When you see this word right here, a number is something we don't know, it's unknown, so we're going to put x. Is decreased by, decreased means subtract by 3. The result is, that means equals 11. So we see 2 times a number is decreased by 3, the result is 11. So I'm going to write this equation right here, 2x minus 3 equals to 11. Then from here I'm going to go ahead and solve it. So first thing we would do is add 3 to both sides. So 2x is equal to 14. We're going to go ahead and divide by 2. So x is equal to 7. And that is the answer right there for that one. Let's move on to the next one. When a number is decreased by 30% of itself, so a number is going to be x, so we don't know what it is decreased by 30%. We're going to convert that to a decimal. So that's going to be 0.30 of itself. So a number was x, so itself is x. The result is 28. So we get x minus 0.30x is equal to 28. So this is like a 1x. So 1x minus 0.3x is going to be 0.70x is equal to 28. And if you're unsure if that's correct, you can always take your calculator, whether it's scientific or graphing, and you can just type it in. So 1 minus 0.3, and you can see right there we do get 0.7, which is 0.7x. Alright, from here we're going to divide both sides by 0.70. So we're going to divide 28 divided by 0.7, and we get 40. So in this case here, x is going to be equal to 40. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so for number 6, it says when 80% of a number, so 80% will be 0.80 of a number, so x is added to the number. So added to the number is actually itself. The result is 252. So we have 80% of a number, so 0.80x added to the number, so added to x, results in 252. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to take 0.80 and 1x, we're going to add those together, get 1.8x, so you can put 1.80x, and that's going to be equal to 252. To solve for x, we're going to simply divide both sides by 1.80, and x equals, so again I'm going to type in the calculator, so we have 252 divided by 1.8, and we get 140. So x equals 140. Alright, for the next one, 70% of what number is 252? So 70% is going to be written as 0.70 of what number? X is 252. So 0.70x is equal to 252. We're we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by what's in front of x, which is going to be 0.70. And when you take 252 divided by 0.70, we get 360. So in this case here, x equals 360. Alright, number 10, it says one number, x, exceeds another by 20. So exceeds the other one by 20. So we could say the number plus 24. And exceeds is addition, right? So it exceeds it. The sum of the numbers is 58. Oh, so sum is 58. So sum equals 58. Alright, so x plus 24 is equal to 58. So 1x plus 1x is 2x plus 24 is equal to 54. Let's go ahead and subtract this 24 over. So 2x is equal to 30 divided by 2, and we get that x is equal to 15. Oh, I made a small error. This is actually 58. So 58 minus 24 is actually going to be 34, and 34 divided by 2 is 17. So as you can see, be careful of small errors there. So x is equal to 17. Alright, on to the next page. And this one, I believe, is the last one. So in exercises 11 through 18, find all values of x, satisfying the given conditions. Okay, so those ones are a little bit different. I will walk through this. So f of x is 10x plus 6, g of x is 12x minus 7. Now it says outputs of f. So the outputs of f, which is f of x, exceeds those of g by 3. So g of x, exceeds means addition, so it exceeds it by 3. So now we're going to substitute in f of x and g of x. So f of x is 10x plus 6 equals g of x is 12x minus 7, and then plus 3. Here we can combine the like terms, so we leave 10x plus 6 alone. Negative 7 plus 3 is going to be negative 4. Then we're going to go ahead and, oh, let's not forget our x. We're going to go ahead and move the variables to the left. So we get 2x negative plus 6 is equal to negative 4. We move our constants to the right, so we're going to subtract 6 to the other side. So negative 2x is equal to negative 10, and last we're going to divide both sides by negative 2, and this is going to isolate our x, and the x will be equal to 5. Alright, on to the next one, 14. Again, it defines f of x and it defines g of x, and the function values of f are 51 less than 12 times those of g. So we're going to take 12 and multiply it to g, and we're going to do 51 less than, which means minus 51. Alright, from here we're plugging f of x, so f of x is 3x minus 5 equals 12 times g of x is 3x minus 1 minus 51. 9 times 3x is 27x. 9 times negative 5 is negative 45. 12 times 3x is 36x, and 12 times negative 1 is negative 12. Alright, here we see we can combine those two. So 27x minus 45 is equal to 36x minus 63. Let's go ahead and move our variables to the left. So we get 9x minus 45 is equal to negative 63. I'm going to go and write that up here so we can see it a little bit better up here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and add the 45 because we want our constants to the right. So we get 9x, this is a 45, sorry. cancels out, equals negative 63 plus 45 is going to be negative 18. And I did notice one thing as I was looking. 27 minus 36 is negative 9, so just be careful. And last we divide by negative 9, x equals positive 2. Alright, and one step you can do is just plug these in to verify that it works. But we're down to the last question, number 15. It says f of x equals 2x plus 6, g of x equals x plus 8, and h of x is equal to x. And then it goes on to say, and the difference between, so difference means subtract between 3 times the outputs of f of x, so 3 times f of x, and it said difference means to subtract, and 5 times those of g, so 5 times g of x is equal to 22 less than h of x, so h of x minus 22. Alright, so 3 times f of x is 2x plus 6, minus 5 times g of x is x plus 8, equals h of x, which is x, minus 22. 3 times 2x, I'm distributing now. Now I'm distributing negative 5. 6x minus 5x is going to be x. 18 minus 40 is negative 22. And we can kind of see they're actually the same right here, but I'm just going to go and move my variables to the left. And when I move it to the left, you'll notice the x's cross out, and I'm left with negative 22 equals negative 22. Since that is a true statement, my answer is going to be all real numbers. And that's going to conclude it for the notes.